Police say a suspect has been arrested after chasing two TTC workers with a syringe at Dundas Station. This happened just after 7:30 this morning. Police say the employees ran to a collector booth and were able to get away. The suspect was taken into custody at the scene. No injuries were reported. It's just the latest in a series of recent incidents prompting a call for a national task force to address the violence. ATU Canada has released a statement which reads in part, "This call to action should be supported by all levels of government, transit agencies, and municipalities." ATU Canada is prepared to spearhead this initiative to bring forward concrete recommendations and policies to provide safe, reliable, and affordable transit. CP24's Christina Tenalia joins us live from TTC headquarters. Christina, it seems every single day we're reporting on a new incident. This is so terrifying.
Well, it's because we are every single day, sometimes several times a day. Sometimes, like earlier this month, I was reporting on one incident at Young Bloor Station while another incident at the station took place. So let's talk about this. I'm here with TTC CEO Rick Leary. Rick, thank you so much for joining us. Is the TTC safe for your staff and riders? Is it safe to ride the TTC and work for the TTC?
Right. What I'd say to you is, people know that we move millions of people a day, all right? But when these high-profile incidences occur, and they've occurred more significantly in the last few days, as we know, it really elevates the safety issue at the TTC. We're talking with our customers, we're talking with our employees about what we can do to make it safer and taking immediate action in some cases and then more longer-term actions in the other.
How do you measure safety? I want to provide you with some of your own numbers here. In October 2022, the number of reported offenses against employees was 6.12 per 100, 10% lower than the number recorded in 2021. So 6 out of 100 employees in terms of the number of offenses. So every 6 out of 100 employees has an offense against them. What's that number like now?
Well, the number's gone up, as you've known, right? Because we post it to our board every month. And the thing what they're doing is working with the union and working with whether it's the city partners, the mayor's office, with everyone to talk about what we can do together. More recently, as you're aware, we brought Streets to Homes in to help us in our subway stations during the pandemic. The board 2 weeks ago approved us hiring additional Streets to Homes individuals. It is about the compassion, right? We run a transit system, but we want to make sure our customers and our employees are safe.
Why does it seem like these initiatives aren't working?
And that's the question that we're all asking ourselves and why we're asking for more people to come to the table. We listen to what our customers ask. We're hiring more special constables. We're working with the police for visibility, putting Streets to Homes in the stations, managers, supervisors. We bring everybody in for the visibility and vests, right? It still persists to continue. Mental health issues are out there, and we're bringing the people to the table. What do we need to do for housing and mental health?
So I want to get back to this number from October 2022. So the number of offenses against employees, 6 out of every 100 employees has an offense against them. We've had a number of incidents, including a woman who was killed at High Park Station. There have been a number of incidents since October. Do you have a number for how many?
I don't have the number on me. I'd have to look at my report to the board.
Okay. What are you doing with the union? The ATU Canada president is saying we need a national task force. Do you support that? Will you say yes to that?
Yeah, the mayor has asked for a broader group to get together and have a discussion about this. This is an issue. Right? I meet with the union president. We'll be meeting again this week with the mayor on Friday to talk about the initiatives we're agreeing to put in place, all right, for the protection of employees and our customers. We're trying to get people back on public transit, right? And while we do that, we have to address the concerns of the customer today.
Certainly statistically, it is safer to ride the TTC than, let's say, you have a greater chance of being killed in a car collision. The numbers show. Do you accept, though, that commuters don't feel safe and that your staff does not feel safe? I mean, a report from the union back in December on Transit Workers Assault Day shows, based on respondents, some 70% have had some kind of incident against them.
No, absolutely. I'm very concerned about it. And that's why we continue to have discussions and work with them about the long game in this, mental health and housing, right? What are we going to do to help these people, right? We have to make our staff feel safe working at the TTC. They do an incredible job day in and day out.
What about this committee that this young woman, Alexandra, who was targeted with a BB gun? Will you have a committee of TTC workers to address solution?
So I have had conversations with Alexander, and she's getting information for me from other employees. Great conversation. We'll be meeting, my hope is later on this week, because that's what I told her, so we can have those conversations. I want to get feedback from frontline individuals on what they think, what they need, what type of supports we have. I know from speaking with her, she was very encouraging when she heard that many managers were coming out, interacting, being there for frontline employees. Those are positives. Someone they can talk to, feel like that someone's listening, right? So that's important. You know, those are the type of things we have to engage employees with.
Two quick questions here. Are you concerned that your workers are being targeted, like is the case with one employee? I believe it was Alexandra. There was, expletive "you TTC" shouted at her. Are you concerned about copycat incidents?
Absolutely. There's no doubt, right? It's very concerning to me. It's very concerning to her as you had the conversation with her, right? And those are the things we want to address. It's not acceptable to treat TTC employees the way they've been treated. We will prosecute to the full extent of the law.
Okay, one final question here, Rick. Do you feel that the TTC is in some way, and you as CEO, are you feeling the burden of these greater challenges in society, those with mental health issues that need other kind of supports? It feels like this is falling on the shoulders of the TTC when it is a transit system.
No, you're true. It's a transit system, but we are a partner with the city and the Greater Toronto area. So we want to be at that table and share information, share our data, our statistics, our information. So as we work with them about where we're going to patrol, how we're going to distribute our staffing, right? We work together with the city and the police and to do just that.
Okay, Rick Leary, thank you so much. Jamie, or that is Arda, I'm going to send it back to you.
Christina, thank you to you and to the TTC CEO.